Hello students, welcome to this online course of Water Resource Engineering. So till now we have seen the importance of irrigation, what is irrigation, and in the previous lecture we have discussed perennial irrigation. So one last point, write down. The perennial system of irrigation is most important and is mostly practiced in India. This system of irrigation is also called controlled irrigation. So the perennial system of irrigation is most important and mostly practiced where? In India. This system of irrigation is also called controlled irrigation. So after this we are having flood irrigation. So we have seen in the previous class that there are two types of irrigation. First one was perennial, second is flood. So it is a part of surface irrigation. So first point is this type of irrigation is also called inundation irrigation. This type of system is also called inundation irrigation. Inundate mean to penetrate. So in this flood irrigation system we are hitting the ground with huge amount of water. Next point, in this method of irrigation soil is kept submerged and thoroughly flooded with water so as to cause thorough saturation saturation of the land. So let us assume this is a piece of land. So these are crops. So what we are going to do, we will directly put water into this field. We'll directly apply water. So this area will get flooded. So what is happening? The land is thoroughly saturated. Okay. So next point. See, this subject is very theoretical, so I will be writing down the things, and if some point is there, I will just let you understand. The moisture soaked, the moisture soaked by the soil. Soil is there, water is there, so the soil voids get filled with water. The moisture soaked by the soil when occasionally supplemented by natural rainfall or minor watering. Minor waterings brings the crop to maturity. So what is this term maturity? Maturity means like the crop when fully grown, that at that stage is termed as maturity of the crop. We can say the crop has become matured. Now it is the time to harvest a crop, and we can use that particular plant or crop as our food. Okay, what is the next point? It is usually, where we are going to use this, we are seeing it is usually practiced on tracts near rivers and in alluvial and deltaic regions where the river water level during hot weather season. This means in summers is sufficiently high to supply is sufficiently high to supply water to the land by flow or partly by flow and partly by lift. So where we are going to practice this? We are going to practice this in a region where water is available sufficiently, okay? So that at every stage we are having ample amount of water. It is like just like flood phenomena you have seen. And in flood, what is happening? The water is coming out of the banks of river, okay, in huge amount. So just like that, similar to that, we are doing in this irrigation system. We are flooding our fields. Where we can do this? Because this require a huge amount of water. So where we can do this? We can do this in a region where water is available sufficiently. So what are those regions? Like in India, it is Indo-Gangetic Plain, means the region closer to the river Ganga. So that region water is present sufficiently. So the last point, this system of irrigation, this system of irrigation is also called uncontrolled irrigation. Uncontrolled irrigation. The previous one was controlled. In this there is no control, we have just supplied water to the field, okay. So this completes your surface irrigation. Now second was subsurface irrigation. Till now what we have seen? We have seen the water is applied directly to the surface. Now we will see how we can apply water below the ground surface directly to the roots. So first point is, it is termed as subsurface irrigation. Why we have given this name, we are going to see. It is termed as subsurface irrigation because in this type of irrigation, water does not wet the soil surface. We are not wetting the soil surface, okay. So what is happening if we are not wetting the soil surface? The underground water nourishes the plant roots by capillarity. Capillarity is a very common phenomena. So if diameter is very, very small, the water level will automatically get raised. So that is termed as capillarity. This you might have learned 100 times till now. So let us see what are the categories. So it may be divided into first natural sub irrigation, second one is artificial sub irrigation. Okay, so what is this natural sub irrigation? So leakage water from channels, etc., channels or canals, etc., goes underground and during passage through the subsoil, it may irrigate crops. Okay, so let us see, this is a canal and here fields are there, so the water may get leaked from this channel and the fields nearby will get wet, they can get water from this. So this is natural, or if it is a river also it can get seep. Opposite, if it is natural, so it is the water is getting leaked from natural channels, and if it is artificial, this channel will be artificial or man-made canals. So this is all about types of irrigation. In the next class we are going to see what are the different techniques, so that using which we can distribute the water. Okay, so this is all for today. We will meet in the next lecture and see techniques of water distribution. Thank you.